This is CNN.
Tonight, a CNN special event. Congresswoman Michele Bachmann's response to the President's State of the Union address. The second attempt.
Good evening. I'm Congresswoman Michele Bachmann from Minnesota's 6th District. 4 nights ago, on behalf of the Republican Party and the Tea Party, I delivered a response to President Obama's State of the Union address. Unfortunately, that response was marred by some technical difficulties, and it seems that its core message was not properly conveyed. Accordingly, I have asked for this time tonight in order to try again. Because you see, the issues are simply too important and the stakes for our nation too high to do otherwise. So here goes. 2 years ago, when Barack Obama became president, our nation's unemployment rate was already 7.8%, and our national debt an astonishing $10.6 trillion. The economy was headed for disaster, as you can see from this chart. It's not a pretty picture, is it? Yet, instead of addressing our economic problems, this president's policies have made them worse, as this next chart clearly shows. That's right. Under our current president, we've gone from this to this. But it doesn't have to be this way. By simply reducing spending and returning to the core governing principles of our founding fathers, we can have an economy that looks like this. But let's be honest. Before any of this can happen, we must first address the massive growth in entitlements, especially Social Security. I'm going to show you another chart of the projected growth of revenues into the Social Security Trust Fund. It's a little hard to see because I drew the line in white. Now, here is the same graph, adding projected Social Security expenditures, also in white. Sorry, it's not very clear. Should we show that last graph in black? We have that? Okay. Yeah, it's a little better, I think. Maybe not. The point is, the current situation is unsustainable. Consider this chart, which shows the amount of federal spending devoted just to interest on the national debt. Oh, this is the one I dropped in the snow. That's a shame. That was important. But the point is, the American people don't need graphs or charts to tell us what we already know. Our country is headed in the wrong direction, and we all remember what this president promised us just 1 year ago at his first State of the Union. Okay. All right. Obviously, that's not President Obama. No, I know it's on this tape. I just don't know where. I don't have time to find it now. So let me just conclude by saying, I realize how much the American people are sacrificing during these troubled economic times. We Republicans get it. And we want you to know we're doing some belt-tightening of our own. For example, this presentation you just saw was done on a reduced budget. I'm not kidding. We didn't even hire a professional director. Seriously, or a trained graphic designer. And here's something else. Believe it or not, my makeup was done by a child. As God is my witness, she's 5 years old. So thank you for your attention. May God bless America. And live